In 1995, you met with this very prominent Russian scientist. He's a doctor. He's
Tchaikovsky.
No. Moldashin. He's a world-known a scientist who is an eye doctor. He executes, so to speak, most fantastic operations, giving sight back to people. And you met at a conference where...
In Ukraine.
Yes. It was in Crimea in September '95.
Yes.
This conference had a name, Fundamentals of Ecology and Human Spiritual Health. You remember that one? Do you remember this man who approached you?
Yes.
Yes.
А может быть, вы нам читаете Ананту, если с переводом?
Просто это же кусок.
Ну да, тут вообще-то тут многовато. Но
там
Мы ВКонтакте все читали все это.
вы все читали все это?
Да, ну, конечно, ты же ссылку.
Да, он ссылал ссылку всем.
А ему узнать как?
Well, сейчас я скажу. So he approached you
Какими словами скажи, она пусть переведет.
You approached him yourself, and you said after he made his report, and you said you never knew that a person from the West could come so close to the secret, to one of the main secrets of the East. He said, "Are you talking about?" He said, "Are you talking about the eyes depicted on the old Eastern temples?"
Суть этих вопросов не так важна. Важно, что...
А может мы тогда уже, потом ему переведем это?
Нет, вопрос идет о глазах, которые нарисованы на старинных восточных храмах.
Я хотел сказать, что...
Да, что вот есть такой факт.
В 95 году это попало в книгу и стало так интересно.
You said not quite that. This is one of the secrets, but you said it's not the main secret. It's not the main. And he asked, what is the main secret? And you said, did you hear about the secrets of the Tibetan lamas? And he said, yes, I heard that this exists, but I don't know anything more than that. You said, secret is a secret for people not to know about it. He asked you, what is your name? You said, I'm Master Ananta Krishna.
Not Master Ananta. I never said Master.
You never said?
No.
No, he has added this.
Okay, here he writes,
Даша was incorrect.
Дальше там,
here he writes, how do you understand the word master? And you said...
I told him, I am son of Master Krishnamacharьya.
You said you are
That's what I
son.
said.
Okay.
I am Ananta Krishna, I am the son of Master
история с
K.
бананом повторяется.
Okay,
Банана.
He asked, okay, so he said, what is a master? And you said, masters is a special category of Eastern religious teachers who know certain very deep secrets. Okay? And
there also there is his translation, what I said, what he has translated is little bit, because what I told him is not religious, spiritual teachers.
he says here religious teachers,
yes.
but okay, he's spiritual teachers.
Spiritual, right?
So he said, what secrets? You said nothing. He said, and nevertheless, you said very old Asian secrets. Can you say something about it? He says. You answer, read the secret doctrina of Elena Blavatsky. I understand you say that you haven't read it. He said, no. You say, you are lucky, you Russians. In your country, one of the greatest mystics of the world was born, Blavatsky. In this book you can find a lot of secrets of ancient world. Although what is written in this book is very difficult to understand because God's logic is there. Okay? But if you acquaint yourself with Eastern logic and with Eastern knowledge, then you can understand Blavatsky. Okay, he says, maybe we could talk more openly about things. Okay, you said, let's try, but probably you will have your knowledge of East is not enough for us to communicate well because you're a Western scientist. Okay, he says, can you shortly tell me about the main thing, the essence of the Eastern knowledge? Okay, you say yes, and you said a lot of words where the word goodness, love, compassion, suffering, and all that were very oftenly used. He says that he tried to understand, but it was very difficult for him. Then he said, tell me please, my analysis of eyes that are depicted on the Tibetan temples, is it right? Is it correct? And you said, yes, it is correct. So he says, these eyes are the eyes of the Atlantis. You said, we call these Asian people differently. We have a different name for them. Well, whose eyes are that? You say, this is his eyes, his with a capital H. Who is this he? He is the Son of God. He reconstructed humanity, which is now living on the earth. He gave him the knowledge and taught them a lot of things about the progress, and did not let them perish. And this humanity that was recreated by him is now spreading throughout the world. He says, where did this Son of God come from? You didn't say anything. He said, well, nevertheless, you say that on the earth there lives the great group of sons of God. And he says, lives? Really? Do they live in Shambhala? You say nothing to this. By the way, you say, a special thing on the nose of these people, of these great people, was not only the place which they used for breathing, it was also the place which could make sounds. They used it to talk through it. Is this right?
No, not like that.
Not like that? Ah, look at that. Okay. Did they speak with their nose and not with their throat? I asked him. Yes. And they could speak using a very wide diapason from ultrasound to infrared waves. So their possibilities were much bigger than ours. And they had a bigger head, and they could be telepaths. They had two sacred sounds, so and hum. And they lived using the laws of so hum. What is so hum? Why are these sounds the main sounds? Well, probably you say you can understand what is so hum you will not be able to understand what is Soham. It's a huge philosophy. I asked Dr. Ananta Krishna about many things, but understood that he doesn't give me the whole information. Well, at the time, I didn't know that I will have to make a great effort to even touch the surface of the philosophy of ancient East. I did not yet understand the role of the last great message, Soham. Did not realize how many facets and how important for the fate of the earth is this message. And I couldn't realize that the eyes that are depicted on the Tibetan temples were not the eyes of Atlantis, but they belong to people from a very old and mystical civilization, which Ananta Krishna called the sons of God. I realized that as I was writing books. This book. Так. Это все?
Да, да, все, да.
Okay, here you go. Is there anything that is true in this?
Yeah, he has understood certain things, but certain things I think he could not.
Didn't get
fully.
You were.
I was explaining that they were those people not only just speaking like us, but from this center they could communicate.
Telepathically, he writes.
Yes, but not with the nose.
Okay. No, maybe you were talking through a translator.
This was through the translator.
Подождите, ребят, вы не смеетесь. Знаете что? Одну минутку. Он разговаривал с доктором через переводчика. Это всегда бывает очень сложно. Это бывает сложно. Но не поняли люди. Подождите.
Для нас это очень хороший пример, что человек имеет высшее образование, имеет эзотерическое образование, пишет такую чушь. Поэтому эта рекомендация читать
Поэтому, то есть, если кто-то статьи станет делать, пожалуйста, будьте корректны.
Arkady is using this example so that if somebody is going to write an article about you, they should be more careful about what they're going to write.
You should submit the text as a draft to the person you are speaking about.
Well, that's
before you publish it.
Yes.
This is a gesture of politeness.
Yes, because I'm a journalist, I know that, and we are supposed to do that.
Yes.
We do that every time when we have the option. Sometimes those people who are being written about, they don't want to read it. Then it's a whole different story.
No, this is different.
Yes.
С переводчиками общались, да, он сказал?
Нет.
А это там сказал, я отлично говорю, на английском я выступал.
Нет, послушайте, Здоровый говорит, что вообще журналистам положено давать материал, который они пишут о ком-то, этому человеку, для того, чтобы этот человек сказал, что да, я это одобряю, или нет, вы написали полную чушь обо мне. Поскольку я тоже журналист, я подтвердила, что мы обязаны это делать. И единственное, в каких случаях этого не происходит, когда человек говорит, например, я не хочу читать, что вы обо мне написали, или я вам доверяю, и опять же отправляйте, не прочитав. А вообще всегда читают, всегда. И им специально переводят на другой язык, если о них материал написан на другом, на языке. This is the law. Это журналистский закон, так положено.
This nonsense with the nose could be avoided.
И тогда можно было бы избежать этой неглупой носа. С говорящим носом.
Ему надо говорить о телепатической связи, а он понял так, что эти люди разговаривали через нос.
I was telling him that
спиральное устройство Родился?
Притактися, ребята.
To this Agnya center.
Да-да-да, он говорил о том, что люди говорили через вот этот, как бы, третий глаз, и общались с собой телепатически, но это тоже вот у него
We have also the imprints on the paper with this center.
Более того, этим центром люди могли изображения на бумагу
They are
посылать.
preserved in England.
They are preserved in England?
England Theosophical Society. They are preserved in England.
I know.
Yeah.
И вот эти вот, так сказать, импринты, которые эти люди могли делать прямо вот из третьего глаза, они хранятся в Теософском обществе в Великобритании.
Библиотеки, письма.
Пересылали телепатические письма. Вот Блаватской, Синеты.
Yeah.
Вот там есть вот,
Телепатические
письма Махатмы. И вот там вот это все пишется, что там вот были, пересылали Блаватскую, пересылали и Синету, пересылали, учитель пересылал им письма вот эти. И еще Блаватскую обвиняли в подлоге, что это она подкладывала.
It should be a lesson that we should not be ambitious and to bring something new
Yeah,
and forget the correctness.
right.
Incorrect in text and also correct in the relationship to the other
Yes,
person.
the only thing is that, you know, when people write a book, it's a very different story from when they write an article. You
Yeah.
see, it's a different
Мне кажется,
story.
мы давно ушли в сторону.
Я просто говорю, что когда люди пишут книга, это совсем другое, чем статья. В книге, действительно, он может
Фантазировать
фантазировать.
угодно.
Что вы, это его книга, в конце
Да.
концов.
But if you write about a person, this passage in the book has to be presented to the person who is speaking.
I would say so.
So this is an international, not a law, but this is an international agreement.
Because till now,
A lot of nonsense comes out.
I don't know.
Yes, I wonder, is this book translated? А эта книжка переведена на английский,
Не
интересно?
так важно, ребята. Ну что мы об этом
ладно, давайте
говорим?
занимаемся.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yes.
What can we?
Представь.
It's out.
Yeah, we're here to listen to you.
We are not worried about it.
Yeah,
No,
not
no.
anymore.
But if we can improve something,
But be aware how each of us can understand.
Что?
Я говорю, ну да, давайте себе отчет, как каждый из нас может воспринимать. Всякое может быть. Как бы все слушают одно и то же, а слышат по-разному.
Well, at least he writes about you with great respect. This you can't take away from him. Досадно, потому что